What's up everybody, my name's Andy and welcome back to Kit Guru. There's a huge divide in the PC gaming community. You either absolutely love RGB to the point that you'd wear an RGB cape like a modern day Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat, or you downright hate it. Now we already know that Corsair loves their RGB with their iCUE software syncing all kinds of devices. We've even previously checked out their LS100 smart strips, but they're at it again. Today we're checking out the Corsair's brand new LT100 smart lighting towers. Before we go on, if you enjoy what we do here at Kit Guru, such as in-depth tech reviews and analysis, then it would mean the world to us if you hit that subscribe button just down there. Now, as the name suggests, we need no explanation. They're literally RGB towers standing tall at 42.2 centimeters high, with the ability to connect up to 4 towers in total for full immersion. We'll discuss how smart or not so smart they are, but more on that later. Let's check out what you get. The LT100 towers come in 2 parts. You have the starter kit that you absolutely must buy first, otherwise you're going to have a bad time, and these have an MSRP of $129.99 in the UK, and this is a 2-tower kit. Now you can buy a separate expansion kit for $59.99, but this is just for 1 extra tower. Now bear in mind that if you want all 4 towers in total, you're looking at forking out a whopping £249.87 in total. So let's check out what you get if you've got a sizable wedge burning a hole in your wallet. Now the starter kit comes with 2 towers. You get a 2-year warranty booklet, a quick start guide, 2 tower bases, but there is a difference here. You'll notice one is actually a controller. So this is basically the hub. On this one we have 1 button on the top, a micro USB port on the back, yes, a micro USB, and I would have loved to see USB-C just to push the direction of trying to standardize items across the board, but you know, we will roll with it. An RGB connector and a port for power. The other base doesn't have anything but the RGB connector. The bases themselves are really nicely designed and they feel great. They have a nice textured black plastic finish, a premium metal sloped edge running around the entire top, Corsair's logo on the front, a fully diffused RGB base section with a thick rubber non-slip pad on the base as well. We then get 2 RGB poles that are connected to the bases. These also feature the same nicely textured black plastic finish, a plastic cap on the top, and a thick silicone strip down the front housing of the RGB LEDs. We also get a power supply which comes in at a good length of 180 centimeters, a headphone holder, a braided micro USB to USB-A cable at 150 centimeters, and 1 RGB connector cable that is also 150 centimeters. The RGB cable is nicely wrapped in a thick, non-sticky rubber, but the ends concern me a little as they have a few centimeters of smaller cables coming out of them to the connector, and these definitely look a little bit fragile to me, but I suppose once you've set these up, I can't imagine you'll be moving them around much, so hopefully it's not much of a problem. The expansion kit comes with another 2-year warranty, 1 base with just that RGB port on the back, the tower stick and another RGB cable, but this cable is different. This one has a splitter on one end so you can daisy chain your towers together. Putting the towers together is super easy. They just slot into place, and there's only one way that you can insert them anyway. You can chain up to 4 towers maximum, and the process is really easy as well. So start with your hub and connect your original cable into that one, plug in a splitter to the next tower, and then connect the first to that splitter, and so on. This process was really easy, but I do need to stress that you have to fully insert the cables until they click. The first time was fine, but later I moved the towers elsewhere, and when I reconnected them, only the tower hub was working and the last one was flickering. I thought I might have damaged a cable somehow, but unplugging them and reinserting them until they clicked in which took a little wiggle, fixed that problem. Again, I doubt you'll be moving these much at all, so probably won't have this issue. Once assembled, the build quality of the towers is excellent. They're sturdy, very stable, and have a premium look to them. I do wish those RGB cables looked a little bit more robust at the connectors, but that's my only gripe here really. The included plastic headphone holder is a nice addition too, and I'm glad that it comes free in the starter kit. This simply slots onto the top of any tower you'd like, so you can take advantage of the tower placement for the most suitable place to hang your headset. I don't know why you need to, but if you want to permanently attach the headset holder, there is a 3M adhesive pad inside the holder. For me, I'd rather have the choice of being able to move it around whenever rather than permanently attaching it. The RGB itself is super bright despite the thick silicone diffusion, and this is great. Each tower has a total of 46 LEDs, and the diffusion really makes the effect from the individual LEDs look like one continuous flow of light. Far better than cheaper RGB kits that you can find where you can see those LEDs underneath. Now you don't get that at all here. Not only that, but in broad daylight they're easily visible and give off a great glow. Now obviously in dimmer situations or at nighttime, they really excel here. I also think the base stand RGB is a great added touch, as these also are affected by any presets or animations that you give them. These are definitely the best looking RGB LED kits that I've seen. The range of colors is super impressive. Now once you've connected your power, you actually don't need to connect these to a PC. I like this feature a lot because it means that you have less cable management to do, but also means you don't actually need to have these on your desk. You could essentially place these anywhere. Face them towards a wall for a bigger glow if you wanted. But another benefit here is the onboard lighting profiles. There's 11 preset effects that do not require a PC at all. Simply press and hold the button down on the hub for 2 seconds and the effect will switch over. You can also turn the towers on and off with a simple quick press of the same button. But there is a drawback here. Not having them connected to a PC makes the LT100 towers not so smart. Their iCUE drops considerably, but I'm okay with that since they become more versatile placement wise. To make them smart, we do need to look at iCUE software from Corsair. Connect your tower hub to your PC via the USB cable, download the latest version of iCUE and check for updates. Now clicking on the LT100, you'll get your first tab, Lighting Setup. All you need to do is click Run and that's it. Instant connection. You get a handy example of the tower placement around a screen, so if your animated effects aren't in the right order, just grab which one you want and rearrange the towers until they're in the right order. Underneath we have the lighting effects tab, and this is where you'll spend most of your time. The drop down shows you predefined effects, custom and ambient effects, as well as lighting link, which can be used to sync your RGB with any other compatible Corsair product. With this, you can truly customize your setup with all those RGBs working together. When you click on any effect, you do get some degree of customization, whether that's the speed of the effect, colors themselves, or even the direction. I like this a lot as you're not just stuck with the presets, but for a full custom experience, you can really dive in if you wanted to. There are a few effects I'm absolutely loving, and that's the ones from the ambient tab. Text gives off a soft light for making reading and typing easier on your eyes. Audio is absolutely excellent when you're listening to music, as it acts as an audio visualizer. But my favorite has to be the video lighting effect. This works best on full screen video or even games, and the tower mimics colors that are displayed on your screen. If you have multiple monitors like I do, then you can even choose which screen to mimic. You have to experience it really to believe it, but it definitely makes for a more immersive experience. Lastly, you can even customize the lighting effects stored on the tower for when you're using it in standalone mode without a PC attached. At the end of the day, the LT100 smart lighting towers from Corsair are awesome. The quality is great all around, and the RGB is brilliantly vibrant and immersive. There's not much to fault here, but there are a few things I would have liked to have seen that could make these even better. A more rugged housing around the RGB cable, USB-C, and what would make these even smarter would be a wireless option. If you had the option to power each tower individually but connect them over Wi-Fi, you wouldn't be limited by the cable's length. And if you're like me that has a custom desk with no gap between the wall and the desk itself, you wouldn't have the task of trying to cable manage all the RGB leads. You could just have these towers spread over a much greater distance. Maybe version 2 could be the LT200 Wi-Fi towers. What do you think, Corsair? Other than that, the new LT100 smart towers are brilliant. And yes, they are a luxury item and they are certainly not cheap, but if you're going for a full RGB setup, then you definitely need to check these out. Now, what do you think of these towers? And do you love RGB or do you not? Let us know down in the comments. Now, you can check out our merchandise down below as well. Hit that subscribe, ring the notification bell, check us out on Twitter and our website daily for tech news. I'm Andy, this is Kit Guru, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.